Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and today I'm going to work on a project that I have been thinking about doing for a bit now, and I finally got it figured out. So this is a tag I made today. Kind of hard to see, but it is beautiful. There's a book page behind that, some labels, a bird, eyelet. So if you want to see how I made this, stick around. It's going to be fun. Okay, so this tag started out with this, which is a tissue that has been printed with some Artsology, a new kit she just downloaded or uploaded, put on her store, that I saw recently. I've printed copies of it in hard form already, and they are just beautiful. Let's see if I can track them down. Yeah. So I have printed them in hard form, just beautiful. And I've been thinking about doing some tissue paper, and I thought this would be a perfect kit for it. So it took me a while to figure it out. So I'm going to throw a disclaimer up here. The first couple batches I did, tissue paper jammed in my printer. So I cannot say that how I'm going to do it is going to be how your printer will work. So I don't want to say that it's going to work for every printer. It's trial and error, do at your own discretion, etc., etc. I did look up a YouTube video on how to print on tissue paper for my Epson ET2800, which is what I have. And that is the instructions that I used to do this, and I'm going to show you how I did it. But again, this was my printer. Results may vary in your printer. I don't want to be liable for your printer getting all squished, because let me tell you, there was some tears involved. The first one that went through and the paper got squished in there, the tissue. Well, not literal tears, but I got a little sweaty and panicky trying to get the paper out to get it to work again, which obviously I did get it to work again, but it was a little frightening to begin with. But I will show you exactly what I did, and hopefully if you'd like to try it, it will work for you also. So there's my beautiful tag. Put that to the side. This is what's left from that sheet of paper for that, and I'll show you some of the other ones that I printed, and then I will show you how I did it. So I have this one. You can see there's tissue paper, and I printed this one. And this one's great for fall, my fall journal, I thought. And this one's beautiful for the fall journal. This one's really dark. And then this one, I thought, I mean, this came out like perfect. Now you can see, let me just show you, sometimes it would get a little caught up and I get a little extra ink on places, but that's okay, I can work around that. Mostly ended up on the sides, and yeah, it's not too bad. I should be able to work around those spots. So let me put these aside, the ones I printed, and let me show you how I did it. Now the first thing that's very important is do not use lightweight copy paper. That's how I jammed, lightweight copy paper. Now unfortunately I can't tell you how thick this is, because this is, and what I believe it is, were from 12 by 12 photo albums. That used to be top-loading photo albums that would have a paper in there. So it is definitely thicker, you can hear it, versus a, so this is paper, copy paper, this is 28 pounds. This is what I used, definitely thicker. But not too thick to go through my printer. I print this all the time for journal pages, when I want something thicker, etc. You can use any paper you want that's thicker. I was even thinking of using some ugly cardstock scrapbook paper to use. But in the end, I figured that this would be okay. We do cut it down a bit to get rid of it. At the end, you do have to cut this, and I'll show you why. You'd have to cut this to make it smaller. So the 8.5 by 11s that I put through my printer no longer are 8.5 and 11 after that. But I figured what's left of it is good enough for me to back other journal cards or tags or something like that, because I use this all the time when I want to like book page and back it with something. So all right, so let's get started here. Now I have just something to cover my mat up. I've got my 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and I've got one piece of tissue paper here. This is what's left from a bigger one. I started out with huge sheets of scrapbook paper, and it keeps opening up and up. So this is what's left after I've done 2 or 3 on here, I forget. Okay, so I'll put that to the side. Now what I'm gonna do, there's a couple ways you can do this. The video I saw, she used one of those tape runners where you can put the tape on the outside, the double stick tape. You could probably use that double stick tape also, which I do have. It can get kind of expensive. You have this stuff if you wanted to lay that down. I've been using this glue and it has worked for me, but you just need to find something that you can put glue around the outsides of all your paper to adhere your tissue paper to, so that it will stick and feed through your printer. So I like the fact that this was also colored, so I could see where it went and know that I had it everywhere before I put the tissue paper down. So I'm gonna put it right on the edge, what do you want to call it? Kind of even over the edge a little bit, so I know that I have truly right to the edge of my glue. So I'm basically going over the edge. Okay. All right, so we're going to take our paper and we are going to put it down on here, and we're going to try our best to flatten it out and leave as few bumps on top as possible. Okay. Now you can see the purples through there, it's starting to dry. Making sure it's flat. I'm going to take it off and flip it over and make sure we get all that glue. Down. Okay. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to cut the paper away. I can find my scissors. There they are. I'm going to carefully cut the tissue paper away from this backside, and it looks like it has dried. The way I was doing it before is I would create one piece of paper, I'd throw it in the printer and print a thing as I was gluing a second one to kind of keep the process going. All right, so we're going to cut it as close as we can to the cardstock. Now, since this is thicker cardstock, you can kind of feel where the edge is and just cut all the way to the end. You want to get it all the way gone. We're going to do that on all 4 sides. Now, if you wanted to use an X-Acto knife for this, or one of those slidey, what do you want to call those? Sliding cutters, that would work too. I found the scissors work just fine. But however you want to cut it, do it. I'm just being very careful to try not to cut any of the 8.5 by 11 sheet away so that it feeds properly through the printer. All right, concentration. Okay, sticky scissors. Okay, I'm gonna go through and just make sure there's nothing hanging off. All right, now it might be hard to tell, but you want to check the side that you want to feed into the printer and make sure that it is glued down. And you can kind of tell because the part that's not, I don't know if you can see on camera, the part that's not glued down kind of buckles a little bit, but you see it's truly glued down totally. Kind of see it here a little bit. See how you can see how it's glued down along the edge. All right. So I would pick, when I was doing it, I would pick which side I thought would feed best. Mine's a backloading feeder. I picked which side I thought would be best to feed into the machine that I thought would grab the best. All right, so I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to run this through the printer, and we're going to see how it looks when it comes back out. All right, I am back. So I printed this one. It's probably darker than most of the ones I did. It kind of buckled. You can see a little bit as it pushed down. So I did a little bit of white there. But this was the one I printed a couple days ago on regular copy paper, 28 weight, and that's how it looks on tissue paper. Now I did choose, and I forgot to say earlier, I did choose draft when I decided to print it because I figured it would put the least amount of ink on there so that it didn't get really too wet. But even with being draft, this I printed as normal, not even best when I printed these. Even printing them as draft, they still are beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna let this one dry a little bit more. It got a little bit of ink on there, like I said, because of the fold, but not too bad. All right, so let's find one that I printed a while ago. All right, so like I said before, we glued all those edges down, and the reason is just to keep it to feed in the printer. But now we need to kind of sacrificial lamb. We need to get the tissue paper off of and there we go. So it's going to come off. Now we have to cut all 4 sides, which is usually not too bad because anyway, usually when you print these printouts, there's white on the side anyway, so we're not losing too much for this. I probably could save these for something, but I'm not gonna. I'm just saying right now, I'm not gonna. All right, so make sure that's pulling up okay. Again, I could probably cut this with a slicing machine. The first one I did, I was able to peel off the last bit, and it did work that time too. Okay, so there it is. Beautiful, huh? Okay, let's see if we can make something with this. So like I said, this is now smaller than 8.5, 11, so I can't really, it's got a little bit of ink in some of the spots. It really doesn't go through. And I don't know if that's because I did the draft, it doesn't go through, or if it's just because, I don't know, but it didn't go through. Except for a few spots. So, like I said, I'm going to use this for backs of paper. So, if I wanted to make some, oops. So, if I want to make some tags, let's say out of book pages, which I did that first one, I can take these and glue them down onto that backing and then glue this down onto here. So, I made the first one as a tall tag. I think this one maybe I'll make as like a shorter, you know, I think I needed some tall skinny tags. So I think we're gonna still do a couple of those. All right. Okay, we'll just glue this book page together. And then we'll glue this down. Leave a little bit of that rough edge hanging out because it's fun. Okay. What is the problem? Oh, okay. I had 2 sheets there. Like, why is this not gluing together? All right, let's try that one more time. At least I have another one glued together. Right? That was weird. Okay. All right, now get the glue off my hands. All right, so this is definitely going to be too tall for a tag. Let's get it down to about 7 inches. Okay. All right, so that'll be the back and that'll be the front. Now, I'm going to go ahead and glue this side down and cut a little extra off. That'll be pretty. Now, I could rip it like any other one and just add part of it, but for this first one, I think I'm going to do the whole thing. Now the other thing you could use is Mod Podge. I was thinking about that, but I thought that might be a little too big glue glob there. I'll have to cover that up. Don't want to rub it too hard. Could also Mod Podge it, and that would be another option to do for that. But I didn't want to make the mess for the video. So here we are, just using regular stick glue. I think I'm going to cut it a little wider so I can wrap some of this around the side. Okay. All right. Just a little bit on the top here, probably not a big deal because I'm gonna cut it like a tag. So there we go. I'll give this a second to dry. Just gonna ink that side and the bottom. All right, we'll let this dry a bit and we'll move on to another one. That. All right, let's cut this one out. Once again, a little bit of ink globs. We'll get rid of that. All right, let's see. We have released the beast. There we have, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so I also have music paper here, which I thought would be very pretty to do. And it definitely is. Should I just cover the whole thing? I probably should. But I won't. Like that, I probably should, but I won't. All right. All right, let's cut. Okay, let's back ourselves up with fold this onto itself so it's a little bit thicker. I didn't even ask how you were doing today. I just jumped right in. I was so excited to do this project. We'll save that for another one. I couldn't help myself. All right, so let's see. Had that gluey part in the center there. All right, this would be a nice size tag up and down, right? With the music going side up and down, I could live with that. I am fine with that. Just wanna weird lines there gone. Yeah, I think that'd be a nice size for a tag. Okay, so let's get my glue book here, because I seem to be gluing things I shouldn't glue and not gluing things I should glue. All right. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty. Okay. Cut the excess away. Now you probably could rip it if you wanted to. Alright, let that dry a little bit. I just wanted to add that I printed these in the pretty Florentine paper, but I just want to let you know, any digital you have, you can do this. If you want to do some ledgers or book prints or other pictures, anything would work that you can print out would work to do tissues. Okay, alright, so now we might as well do this one, since this is glued together. All right, let's find another one. Oh, should we do this one? We just cut, yeah, let's do that one. Ooh, that'll be a nice size up and down. Okay. You can see we're really not wasting too much of it, gluing it down onto the edges. Once I have to go back and cut some more. Let's see, did I cut enough? There we go. All right. Oops. All right, I'm trying to be frugal and not cut too much away, and I guess sometimes you just got to cut more away than you think. Okay. Yeah, not too much stuck on there. Like I said, perfect for the backs of tags. All right, let's get my cutoffs gone. Okay, so like I said, this would be perfect for this. So, probably glue that and wrap it around a bit. Okay, well, I need to put some backing on here, so let's do that. I'm only putting the backing on first, just because I know I want to wrap around to the front, or wrap the front to the back with the paper, just to leave the back have something on it. So bent that back a little too much and bent it out of its glue. Yeah, I I like the rough edges that leaves, so. Just gotta glue it or ink it before I glue. Okay, I'm gonna wrap around this side, keeping that rough edge. So, I'm gonna do there. Okay, let's throw some glue on there and get a sticking. Now you can't see the book pages through as much with the darker color, but I can definitely still see them. All right, so let's leave a little bit to wrap around. Okay. All right, let's get, oh my gosh, sticking to my finger. All right, you are definitely crooked. Okay. Yeah, get a little glue back there, but cute. Definitely got some nice fall colors here. So let's do one more, and I do have one other thing I wanted to try. I have a digital of words. I thought this might be fun to maybe do a pocket or something of this. All right, so pocket's about 4.5. Okay, let's get this glued together. Now, I think I want to choose this one because it's got smaller floral for a little bit smaller pocket. So, all right. Okay, that came off pretty easy. All right, well, let's try that. Remember I was saying how we could tear something. Why don't we try that? Now, you probably could do also the water method like you do with napkins, or I've done with my mulberry. Okay, so let's first start with ink this. Might be a little harder to ink. I don't know why I'm inking the back, but okay. And if I wanted to, yeah. All right, so I think I'll throw that on there like that. That'll be cute. little bigger than I need to, just because. Cut the excess off. Yeah, that's cute. I unevenly, totally folded that unevenly. Yeah. I cut it way smaller than I thought I would. It's okay. It'll be more like a tuck spot. Okay. Yeah, pretty paper. I like that one. Okay. All right, I'm going to pause this video and clean it up, and I will be right back. All right, I am back. So I have found a few focal points, little labels, some papers just to add. So I'm going to make these all look so pretty. And like I said, we'll add some, possibly add some eyelets to it like I did the first one. All right, get my glue ready. So this had a hint of blue in there, so I thought putting this blue-ish paper would be a nice bit to add to it. Oh, I also did cut out a little divot for making a pocket if I decided to do that, or a little tuck. Okay, all right. Let's put the bird down a little. Maybe I want the label on there. Yeah, or this one. I think I like you better. Okay. All right. Pretty. Yeah. I still see the words through the tissue paper, so I like it. Okay, let's try this one. All right, so I found this green paper I thought was very cool. Sort of had that beigey look into it too. So do the same thing on this one. Do a little wrap around. Get the flowers. I did pre-ink a lot of this stuff. I think I got all of it actually. Didn't want to have to just stop and watch me ink. Seen that enough times. So I did that off camera. Just figured I'd put these together with you on camera. Oh, that's cute. All right, do I want to tag? I did round this a bit for more of a tag. Kind of open up there. Let's see, what if I got a bit of a, that might be nice. All right, so big side, big side. Beautiful. All right. I'll see if I got some ribbon if we got some time at the end to add some ribbon to it. So, all right, this one definitely reminds me of fall. So I thought this teacup with the flower is nice. Add a little base right there just to break it up a little. Maybe the tag. Or do I want to do it opposite? No, I want to put that down there. Yeah, let's do that. I do like the music behind. You can see those lines great and those notes, very cool. I definitely like how that came out. All right, maybe I'll cut a little bit of that off. That's no big deal. To the side. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, and we're gonna glue this down. A little straighter would be nice. There we go. Okay. Looks like I forgot to back that one. I'll have to add some paper to that back. Is that? Yeah. Cute. I'll have paper later. Missed that corner. There we go. Yeah, cute. I like it. Okay. Well, this one, it's kind of nice to have a little bit bigger tag behind there. Maybe do the same thing. Wrap that around. Don't think I inked this one. Okay, I did ink you. Alright, moving over a little. Oh, you know what? It's not going to be good. I don't want to wrap around, cut that off, so we're going to have to move you in a bit. Okay. I forgot. I don't want to cut that off that side. Let's move that down there. Yeah, cute. That's going to have to be saved for another day. Okay, so do I want to put a eyelet in that one? I think I might. A nice brown one. That will work. Okay. Beautiful. All right, so let's see if we can find some, well, I won't need it for those two, but let's see if I can find some string. That would be very cool. Even on both of those would be very cool. And maybe some lighter stuff. All right, let's try those two, see how those work. All right, let's try you. And be able to get these through the hole, I hope. Yep. All right. Through the loop. And we'll just snip it down a little bit. I don't like them that long. Yeah, that's cute. All right, so I think I might want something a little more orange with that one. So let's put the beige away and fuzzy, fuzzy, fuzzy. Let's see how you would work. All right, snip them off and snip you off. Okay, loop and loop, there we go. All right. I'm going to make this one a little bit longer. Cute. Yeah, I like it. All right, well that was fun. Now I gotta find my extra one. Oh, there it is. Okay, all right, so I think that was very successful. I hope you enjoyed it too, most definitely. All right, let me show you these up close. All right, so we have the original one at the beginning of the video. Very cute. You can see the words through here. Little bird. Some label. Actually, I forgot to mention I had a vellum label that I had stamped with a Tim Holtz stamp that I put on top of there. So it's kind of that same effect where you can see through it. And then we made this little guy. He's a little pocket. I'm pretty sure since I did a little divot. He's cute. Little bird and a date. And then we've got this journaling tag. I have rounded the edges with the fall teacup and the label. I do love the fact that you can see the music through there. It's very cool. I'm going to definitely do some more music on these. This is a nice rough tag. Very cool. I'm sure it'll fit in my fall journal beautifully. Birds, vanilla, because you know vanilla is a warm kind of fall thing. Very cute. Wrapped around the tissue paper. So we got a journal spot in the back. A little blueby, but that's okay. And then this one with the pretty flowers. Like the colors. You can still see the words behind there. Wrapped around to journal. Little rounding of the corners. Very cute. All right, well I hope you enjoyed that. If you did enjoy the video, comment below that you'd like to see some more, because I do have some more papers that I did print that I'm quite excited to be able to use here, as well as the extras from what I cut away from these. So I do have more. If you did like the video, comment below that you'd like to see some more. That would be great. And thumbs up so that other people can see this video would be very helpful. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so you can see future videos like this. I probably will be finishing up my fall journal next video or the one after that, especially since I made a few tags that can go in there. And I got to do the cover for it. I've got a plan for that already. I was going to do it for this video, but this struck me and it's kind of like that squirrel and I had to do this. So I'm very happy I did it though, and I hope you are too. Well, that is going to be it for me today. I hope you had a good time, and as usual, have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.